Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And for your viewing and educational pleasure purposes, we will be presenting the next episode of Bang Head STEM. So I would just go ahead and throw it over to you, Casey. What are we going to talk about here this week?
So today I couldn't settle on one thing, so I've got like a couple small things we can discuss.
Okay.
So we're going to give this a little bit of shot here. We got first thing I got is in Germany they are potty training cows.
What?
They're potty training cows in Germany.
Why?
They're trying to do it for the environment. So when
is this the whole methane thing?
Yes. Well, it's kind of, but also when cows urinate in the fields, the nitrogen can go into the water system and pollute. So basically, this is basically how the story went. They basically made like a stall for the cows to go in. They have 16 calves. They're attempting to potty train to go in these stalls every time they have to use the bathroom.
Only 16?
Yeah, well, they're starting out with 16 because can you really teach a cow how to go to a stall to use the bathroom?
That's fair. So this is an initial attempt,
right?
We will say,
right. It is an initial attempt to potty train calves to go use the bathroom in a specific location in the barn. First, number one, they're doing it so that they can try to collect the manure and the urine more easily in order to use it
for like fertilizer,
right? For fertilizer,
so on and so forth.
Secondly, I would imagine that barns with cows in it do smell, and they're saying that by doing it this way, it'll actually improve the smell of the barn.
So do bathrooms at most places of employment.
That's correct.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
So I mean, come on, what are you doing?
And the other reason is that the urine from the cows releases nitrous oxide, which is a potent greenhouse gas.
Nitrous oxide or nitrogen oxide?
Nitrous oxide.
Okay.
That is what the article stated.
There you go. Anyone out there who has watched Fast and the Furious just got an erection.
I hope not. All right. Next up, we have a team of researchers has grown living human skin on a robotic finger.
So we are talking about a different story.
This is a different story.
Okay, fair enough.
New story. Researchers are growing human skin on a robotic finger.
Okay, so how does this assist the LAMDA?
Well, basically they're trying to make robots appear more human-like. So this is just the next step, You're going to have a robot waiter one day, and it's going to look just like you or me or anybody else. Probably much more attractive.
Do you think at any point in time that we will have to pay, a robot to, just, let's say, in general, to be our waiter, kind of like a tip scenario? Do you foresee that as potentially being a future?
I don't foresee tipping a robot. I foresee paying for our food and having basically the only person that's going to be needed is the engineer that repairs the robots and the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was just curious.
All right. So, anyways, basically they're covering the finger in a blend of collagen and fibroblasts.
What?
Fibroblasts. So collagen is a protein found in human tissue, and fibroblasts are cells found in human skin. The mix of collagen and fibroblasts settled into a base layer of human cells known as kerato- keratinocytes. Keratinocytes.
These all sound like made up words.
They do, but they are real words. Those cells formed an outer layer of skin or epidermis. After 2 weeks, this skin is covering the robot finger as much as 0.1 inch thick. That is about as thick as human skin. So they can grow the skin in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Right. So the one thing is
this the same process they use in Westworld?
I don't even know what Westworld is.
Oh. You're doing yourself an injustice.
Okay, what is that on? Is that like
it's
Prime or
no? It's HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably one of their better shows.
So the one thing is that this actually wouldn't work in reality at this point, because obviously you need blood flow, you need water, everything that basically keeps human skin healthy and alive.
Right, but if it's artificial human skin, do you really need blood flow in order to preserve it?
That's the thing. It's not artificial human skin. It is real human skin they are growing on the finger.
Okay. That's a twist.
So, basically, in order to make this work, a robot wearing this skin would have to bathe in some kind of a nutrient broth frequently, or it would have to have some kind of basically extremely complex skincare routine.
All I'm saying is Westworld, man. You gotta check it out.
Okay. So maybe they're getting their ideas from Westworld. You know, I mean, a lot of scientific ideas that we know today came from Star Trek. You know.
Yeah, I heard something stupid like we were on the verge of like creating warp technology, some faster than light, transportation. It was theorized. It's a theory going around.
Yeah.
But it apparently, from what I've heard, it has a lot of merit.
Okay.
So
we'll see.
Yeah. Crazy times.
Let's see. Next one I got is basically there is a flexible electronic implant that you would can put into your skin, and basically it pumps like a coolant into your skin, and this is for pain relief. So basically, if you have like a painful injury or area, they would implant little kind of basically coolant coils into your skin that would pump coolant that you can adjust manually to limit pain.
Okay, my first question would be: is the temperature regulation
right?
What would that be? What is controlling the pain relief?
Yes.
Or are they just actually also like releasing like a tight a small amount of narcotics?
No,
of some
there's
some
no
shape or form.
There is no narcotics involved. Basically, what they said in the article was that it's kind of works in the same way as when you're outside during the winter, when your fingers kind of get numb.
Okay,
that's basically the way it's going to work.
So basically, it's basically making the injured part of your body numb.
Yes.
Okay.
Through temperature.
Okay. So then that temperature would need to get down to, probably, we'll say around like 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right. So
especially since it's already inside your body.
Right.
So there is obviously a mix of, relative temperatures and everything going on.
Right.
I'm just estimating too. 30 degrees Fahrenheit is the number that just popped in my head.
I mean, you could adjust it to whatever your pain relief needs could be. I'm sure there's some kind of safety device on it, so it couldn't get to a certain temperature to freeze a tendon so cold that it might snap more easily or something. You know what I mean?
Is this particular control device connected to the internet?
I'm sure in some form it probably be attached to some type of Bluetooth or internet.
Fair enough. All right.
And the last one that I got here is basically there's a new patch that was created. They've been putting kind of I can't remember what it was called. They did state some kind of centrifugal force meter inside football helmets so that they could get early warning on a possible brain injury. So now they've created a patch that's basically the size of a Band-Aid that they can put on the back of a player's neck, and it would more accurately determine whether or not a whiplash type cause of a head injury had occurred in that player.
Yeah, I would have to assume that it's kind of like a wireless, like G-force sensor,
Right.
which I mean is something that they have had in particular like Formula One and auto racing for like years.
Right.
So they know like what the G-force is when they make impact in a wreck.
Yeah, I don't know how that.
I would have to assume it's something similar. Obviously,
Right.
probably not exactly the same, being that it's just like something they layer in the helmet.
Right. So my thing is like I've never had a Band-Aid stay on when I'm sweating. So I don't know what kind of adhesive they're using.
I don't actually think it's going to wind up being like a Band-Aid that they're putting on their heads. I think it's going to be something that just gets layered into their helmet.
Right. Well, they said
That's what I assume anyway.
This specific one was actual. They said it was a patch or a Band-Aid that they would put on the back of the necks of the players. That is the way it was stated in the article. They said that in some of the helmets nowadays that players do use, there is a device in the helmet that that basically monitors impact.
So basically, the technology is already there, but they're trying to, like, I guess, streamline it and make it more lighter weight.
Correct. But they also said it was improved just by being on the actual neck rather than in the helmet itself.
Oh, okay. So instead of from here, it
would be on
better,
the neck.
better. Oh, well, I mean, also I do
For a
believe
different
I
style of
already
injury.
say whiplash,
Yes.
in particular.
Right.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, anything they can do to improve safety at the same point in time. I mean, especially with everything going on past 10, 15 years, 20 years, whatever you want to call it.
It's a billion dollar company, so they're definitely putting a lot of effort into safety because of all of the issues that they've had in the past. With head trauma and concussions, and I can't remember what specifically that CTE issue.
That was a huge deal.
Right.
I mean, still probably kind of is, but
And it like in some senses the game is not nearly as violent. Well, I can honestly say it's not nearly as violent as it was back years ago, but I really do hope that they don't try to temper that down too much, because honestly that's kind of what draws people towards it in the first place.
You don't want to see them out there, playing soccer.
There's a reason.
We'll say.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why flag football isn't on the national stage. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's on the Ocho.
Is it on the Ocho?
I don't even know if the Ocho is a thing.
It's not. It was the thing from that dodgeball movie.
That's what. Anyway. All right. Well, you got anything else?
That's
we
it.
good?
That's all I got.
Bang head stem. There you go. Learned about a whole bunch of random different stuff that's going on. Man. Had an interesting discussion about concussions, CTE.
Trying to keep up with science. Science and technology world.
Trying to, keep on the cutting edge, we will say. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And thanks for putting that together, my friend. Everyone out there watching, enjoy the rest of your day.